David Schrader from the RETSD Educational Resource Center, and I'm very pleased to go through the process of using a computer to join a virtual parent-teacher conference. Now this would include a laptop or a desktop computer, PC or Macintosh. Makes no difference. Now, although mobile devices could be used, we feel that using a laptop or a desktop will provide you with the best experience. Your computer will need some requirements. Not required but recommended is to have a webcam, but certainly you need to have a microphone so you can communicate. And in fact, you'll find that most webcams have microphones built in, so you might get both just by buying the one or having the one. Now the process involved, there's really two parts: the part that happens ahead of the meeting date and the part of the meeting itself. So let's begin. You're going to book your appointment with the Conference Manager account well in advance, and that would take place days or perhaps even earlier. And when you do that, you will receive an email confirmation of that meeting. If you didn't get that confirmation, then the chances of this working are non-existent. You have to have that confirmation because that means that the system is using the correct email address for you. So check that first. And then, just prior to the scheduled day and time, you're going to receive an email from the teacher inviting you to join that meeting. And then in order to join the meeting, you'll run MS Teams in your browser. Now that's very exciting, but it's best to actually demonstrate that for real. So why don't I just do that now? Okay, here we go. If you have watched earlier videos in this series, you'll remember that I've been using my mother as a sample parent. And I'm going to continue that for this demonstration as well. Hey, thanks, Mom. And let me explain what you're seeing here. Of course, it's a split screen, and on the right-hand side, we see my mother's email system in her inbox. And on the left-hand side, we see the homeroom teacher's conference manager screen. And so now this will be a live demo, and so what you see happening is exactly what you should experience in your own virtual conference. So let me just explain a little bit more. Some time ago, my mother booked those two meetings, one with the music teacher, I believe, and one with the homeroom teacher. And so for each of those conferences, she would have received a confirmation that that event actually is happening. If she didn't get those confirmation, that means that for some reason she used the wrong email account or something else went on, and so she should double check to make sure. So that's the starting point. So she is good so far. And then on the left hand side, this is our teacher again, and on that day of the conference, so this is going to be Wednesday, October the 14th, let's say, the teacher would log into the system, see their schedule for that day. Now typically it's going to be heavier than just having one conference, but just this is a sample. And so at 2 o'clock the conference is for Nathan Schrader, that's my son, and my mother is going to join the conference. That's great, Mom, way to go. And notice that there is this little icon here. What is that all about? Oh yes, right. So that will show the comment that the parent would have entered in at the time of the booking. So normally it's a chance for the parent to speak about some of the areas that they would like to have the conference touch on, something that's really going well or some concerns they might have. But in this situation, for virtual conferences, we're really hoping that parents would include a mobile telephone number or some telephone number to act as a fail-safe in case technology fails us. But it's not required, of course, it's just an option. Okay, so now it's approaching 2 o'clock. Exactly how close to 2 o'clock will really depend on the teacher's schedule. So if they have nothing in front of your child's conference, it might be as early as, I don't know, 5 minutes to 2. It could be, 2 minutes to 2. It really depends. But at some point, they're going to click the Start Now button. And when they do that, two things will happen. The first thing is that the system will send the parent another email. That email will invite them to join the conference, and that'll happen almost instantly. And the second thing that will happen is that the teacher will be brought into the Teams environment and brought into the virtual conference meeting space. Okay, so now I'm going to simulate that now. And remember again, this is a live demonstration. So what is happening here is not fake. This is real. And so I'll try to click the button and then move stuff over so you can still see both screens, but it will momentarily take over the full screen here. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, start now. All right, and there we go. The teacher is prompted with an option to join Teams in the app or in their browser. Now, teachers mostly, I think all of them, have the Teams app installed on their classroom machine, and so it's going to come up automatically and take over the full screen. So I'm just going to move that over a little bit and move that down and fill the space here just a little bit more so you can see the split screen effect. But you know, in the meantime, my mother did receive that third email that says your conference is starting now. So that's exciting. It's really working well. So let's just open that up and see what you should expect. So if I click on that, there it is. Your conference is starting now. It says the school and the teacher who is involved, sometimes teachers. In this case, there's going to be 2 teachers joining in. But the really important thing is this complicated mess of characters and numbers here. That's the link that you'll use to join the virtual meeting. And so you'll be asked to click on that. So I'm going to do that right now. I'll click on that link, and it's going to ask the same question that it asked the teacher a moment ago, and that's how you want to open this. Now, you likely don't have Teams installed in your machine, so you're going to click that cancel button, and then instead of using the app, you're going to say continue on this browser. And so by clicking on that, the screen will change. There it goes. And oh yes, so you're going to be asked to enter in your name. Now, I've already entered in my mom's name. Her name is Augusta, and I put her picture in front of our webcam, so that's a simulation of a grandmother. That's pretty impressive, Mom. Way to go. But you shouldn't be traveling, Mom. You should be home in your apartment. We're under strict laws about that. So she can enter in her name now. So this is Grandma, or your real name probably, Augusta. And then you can adjust the video camera to be on or off, or your microphone on or off. But truly, to have your microphone off doesn't make any sense because then you can't communicate. But the video camera, truly, you may not want to have that turned on. And there would be a million different reasons why you wouldn't have it turned on, but maybe you want to have it turned on. That's completely your choice. And I just spelt my mom's name wrong. On the teacher side of things, though, they are required to turn on their video camera and, of course, to have their mic on. Now, I am not the teacher, so I'm just going to leave my picture on there. But imagine that they would put theirs on. And so the teacher would click the Join Now button, and they'll be brought into the meeting space. There they go. So now they're waiting for the parent to respond. And so now back to the parent side, my mom will click the Join Now button. And so if things go well, I'll be probably hearing an echoing effect, but that just adds to the fun. So here we go. Join Now, Mom. And so if things go well, the parent will appear in the lobby on the left-hand side here. There she is. Hey, way to go, Mom. So Augusta, the guest, is waiting in the lobby. So the teacher, seeing that, would say, oh yeah, that's her time. I better admit her. And so the teacher would click the Admit button. And after a little bit of handshaking, oh, there we go. So now Mom's picture should be shown on the teacher screen, and the teacher's picture would appear on mom's computer. I love the echo. Okay, so then you would communicate with your teacher, they would share some information, and you're going to have a beautiful time together. And once you're all done, you're going to click the hang up button on your side, and that will detach you from the virtual meeting. This is crazy. Okay, there you go. So mom is gone. Thank goodness you did well, mom. And then the teacher could leave the meeting as well and go on to their next appointment. Isn't that wonderful that technology can do that? We have crazy times, but at least we have some tool to bring us back to some kind of normal. So I really hope that your experience is a positive one. Let's be patient with each other. The teachers are doing this for the first time in some cases. Likely you're doing this for the first time, possibly. So we'll be patient with all of each other and try to make this work out for the best. And I wish you all the best.